Welcome to the Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun. How's it going?
Hi. What?
I'm
Wait,
so excited.
hold on a second. What episode number is this?
I don't know, Kevy. What episode is this?
Trente?
Trente. I don't know what Trente is, but it's episode number 30.
Is it really?
Yes, it's 30. We wanted to surprise you.
Because you're backloaded with all of them. I'm like,
I know.
I know. We're
I
going to
need to be
make it
in time.
happen.
Oh
We're
my
going to make it
God.
happen. So Kevy was on episode 15, and he
15.
said, I'm coming back for 30, and I didn't think it was going to happen. And
Yeah.
here he is.
Because we kind of messed that up. We really had to think about that for a second.
We absolutely did. I had to go back and think about it again. I'm like, wait, did I really say that? That's okay. Yeah, it's 30. Wow, can you believe it? 30 weeks we've been doing
Yay.
this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kevy, who'd you bring?
Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
You can call him Pizza Paul.
Pizza
Paul.
Paul.
What do you know? Are
Paul.
you garbage Paul? And then you beer Paul?
We
Where
had
are you at
produce
here?
Paul. Now we got pizza Paul.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. This
Yeah.
is so exciting.
I'm
I
excited.
love guests.
So
That's
me
his
and
dart name, Pizza Paul.
me and Kevin have known Paul for a long time because me and Paul went to high school together.
Yes, we did.
Another one of my high school friends.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm just reliving my greatest years of my life.
Lies.
Does that sound convincing?
Should we start it out as a driver's ed story here?
Heck
Oh
yeah.
my God. So me
Sure,
and Paul, when's your birthday?
September 19th.
Okay.
And my birthday is in June. So we were very young in our class. Like you must have just like squeaked into our class.
Yep, because I think everyone's turning 40 now. I'm still 38.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Me and Paul had driver's ed in the summertime because nobody was as young as us. So we had to wait the longest to get our driver's license. So I remember, so as soon as Paul pulled up today, I was like, hey, do you remember? You almost didn't get to have driver's ed because the driver's ed teacher caught you driving to driver's ed.
And I totally don't remember that.
So then after
He was high as
that,
balls.
me and my mom had to come and get you for driver's ed. Which I'm surprised my mom did because she didn't drive nobody nowhere.
Right?
She really wanted me to get my driver's license so I could go to the store for her and shit, you know?
So you drove here today. Do you still have your license?
Absolutely.
Above and beyond. It's like, I got my
have-
CDL.
Yeah, my Class A.
Oh, that's great. So what do you do now? Because you drive every day, huh?
I am a trash man.
Trash
Really?
man.
Yes.
You're a trash panda?
I'm a trash panda, yep. I went from a beer delivery driver to a food service driver, and now I'm a trash
What was
man.
your first job, though?
Oh, I was a pizza guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you and Kevy met?
Yep.
That's not
no.
how we met.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you worked together.
You know how they really
Okay.
met is because Kevin's older sister and Paul used to date in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is that the older sister that I know? Okay. Oh.
Yeah. I know. She's nice. We
She
like her.
is nice. I
Yeah.
like her.
Sorry, Paul.
It was
What?
eons ago.
I know.
And now,
And now
I was
you're
high
married.
school. It was high school.
and now my kids hang out with her kids.
Oh, that's
Aw,
cool.
that's
yeah.
great. Anyway, so you met because of that, and then you guys worked together, or tell me some history.
Well, actually, I started
have to think.
delivering.
Yes, yeah, he
pizza
did start
for-
delivering for one of our restaurants and
Oh, another
in
one.
an area.
Kevin, let him tell the story. Stop interrupting
Okay,
him.
fine.
So, anyways, I think we had a position opening up for a manager position.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I talked to my boss about it, and he's like, "Yeah, man, like get him in here, get him trained."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need people. It's kind of like
Well,
today,
yeah,
right?
we were expanding, so we needed, we open up a restaurant, we needed to find people that want to,
Right.
run them. So,
Run it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of my position. I got him in there, and then like he had said at a previous episode, he had left for a little while while he went, roller skating or whatever.
Yeah. It's roller skating.
Going to the
That made me snort.
You just snorted. Yeah, like the roller derby convention or something.
Yeah.
I was competing against only girls.
Yeah.
All right.
So he left you for a little bit.
Yeah, and then he came back, and then he rocked it. I think I trained him pretty well as far as
He did talk very highly of how you trained him.
Of course.
You know, he had the best stats, I would say, out of 22 restaurants. I
Yeah.
think.
Wow.
So
We're so proud of you,
Man,
Kevin.
my head's getting so big.
I know. I don't even know how the headphones are
my
going to fit.
God.
So I know Kevin's like, I always say he's our number one fan, even though I know we have a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, we really do.
He definitely like tells everybody about the podcast. So you had heard about the podcast from somebody else,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I heard.
I tried
So
telling
he
him.
he
Yeah.
texted me sometime in I think May is probably when episode 15 was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, he's like, hey man, you ever hear about the Clopen effect? I'm like, oh no man, I never watched it. I thought it was like a TV show or something, you know?
Yeah.
So we were camping like maybe a month ago up in the Dells area, and one of my buddies I was up there with. He's a retail guy. He does like, bread around the area.
Bread
Yeah,
vendor.
yeah.
He's a bread guy. So he's like, yeah, man, I'm listening to this podcast, and this, like this guy like kept on talking about this guy Paul. He was a pizza guy, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, He's like, no, I think that was you. So I'm like, hey, well, hold on a second. What was the name of that podcast? He's like, it's called the Clopen Effect. I'm like, oh, dude, that was totally me he was talking about. I'm like, was the guy's name Kevin? He's like, yeah, that was it.
Oh, my gosh.
So he
That's
called
so
me,
awesome.
asked me, he's like, what episode are you in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started listening to like episode 1.
Yeah.
and then I'm like, hey man, like which one are you on?
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Yeah.
He's like 15 of mine, so I listened to that. I was laughing. my
15
remember.
hours later.
What did we
well,
call
then-
Kevin's episode? Kevin?
Something what was it?
Creepy yet discreetly.
Oh, that's right. We didn't have his name in it. That's how you couldn't find
No,
it.
you did.
No, Kevin.
Oh.
Well, but
I
not
just
in the
said
title.
Kevy is here or whatever.
Yeah.
I probably,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's,
Oh, that's
so
so funny.
funny.
It's like
So how
Saturday
long
Night
have you
Call.
been a garbage panda?
It's trash panda.
I started last June, so we're I don't know,
Okay.
14 months or so.
Little bit over
I've
a
never
year.
even heard of
Yeah.
trash panda before. What is
It's a raccoon.
What? You said it.
I said garbage panda.
Oh.
I said trash
Oh,
panda.
okay.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, 14 months. It's a pretty good gig.
Really?
No, obviously it's very smelly. But,
You smell
No.
fine.
But you get paid good, right?
yeah, pay is good, and
Yeah.
I find cool stuff in the garbage too.
Stop it. Don't be bringing home other people's trash.
Oh well, I make
Oh.
money. I might make money on it.
Do
Both
you?
of my uncles were
Stop
trash
it.
pandas, garbage pandas. And my uncle used to bring home like really nice rocking chairs and everything. Oh
Really?
yeah, no, I don't
Because
knock
my
it.
stepdad
I don't
used
knock
to
the
do
pandas.
roll-off dumpsters, so you know it was a bunch of people's shit.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
would come home with the worst stuff ever.
Oh, I would say you would get like nice antique dressers and stuff like that.
There probably was some antiques. I'm like, look at this
Yeah.
old shit.
What's
Throw
the
it
best
away.
thing you've ever found in someone's
Ooh,
trash that
yeah.
you kept?
So far, I have to find out if it's real or not, but it looks like a brand new Louis Vuitton handbag.
Stop
Really?
It's
it.
either like a $300 one if it's fake, or it's a $1,000 one. if
Oh,
it's real.
nice.
Wow.
And then I do a pickup in like really rich neighborhoods.
yeah, my one
Nice.
uncle used to
You know,
too.
it
Yeah.
rhymes with Harrington Bills.
Yeah.
My uncle used to.
Is Kelly rocking that right now?
I told her to put it on eBay or something, or find out if it's real. But the serial number comes from France, so I think that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she looked it up.
No shit.
Last week I found a Cabbage Patch doll, 1985, still in the box.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
So
Oh
I-
man, in the box, I'd like to smell that thing. Those Cabbage Patch
Ew,
dolls.
came with the,
You
don't remember
the
the
birth
smell of those
certificate and
dolls?
everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is
Yeah, when
so
they
cool.
were fresh out of the box, they smelled good.
I don't know. This is fresh out of the box after 36 years.
I have a friend that furnished his whole house almost with
Stop it.
Yeah,
With
no,
trash?
with other
trash.
Yeah,
I'm the trash man.
other
Come
Come out
people's
into the
trash
ring
or
and
other
I
people's
throw
treasures,
trash.
right? Is that what they say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so what's the worst thing about it?
Oh God.
But, I mean,
already
we
said
know
it,
the
the
smell.
smell.
We know the smell, but what besides that? Is there anything like just like are you just dirty, messy, right?
Diapers.
No, that's not. No,
That ain't shit.
No.
That ain't shit.
Usually it will last October or November. After hunting season.
Oh, yeah, you got
Carcasses.
a lot of
Sick.
A lot of deer carcass. Yeah.
Wow.
Sick.
Yeah.
Why would they throw to the? Don't you know? I
It's
don't
all the
know.
insides, right?
Yeah,
It's the
take-
gut.
Because they, yeah.
Why don't they
Whatever they-
like take it out to a field and feed the coyotes with them, and then shoot the coyotes because those are a nuisance around here.
I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my dad because he's a hunter. I wonder what he does
Sorry
with
to
everything.
all the animal lovers
They
out
eat
there.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I know like my friend Todd, he goes hunting but he had like a property with like 30 acres. So he literally would like throw all the guts and stuff out in the field and then wait for the coyotes to come
Yeah.
and take care of the
Yeah, I
coyotes.
wonder if that's
Shoot
what
'em.
my dad does. He might
Yeah.
just bury them in their backyard or
Yeah.
something, or just yeah.
Sick.
Oh yeah, You know what? I don't eat meat, but I'm so used to it being around hunters. Like I can picture the deer hanging up in his like shop in the back and stuff. It doesn't bother me.
No.
It doesn't bother me to talk about it.
No.
Because I lived it. Like I come from a family of hunters
Is that
and
why you
farmers.
don't eat meat?
No.
I know.
No.
I know that, but
It could be a reason for sure. I've never had deer though. And
They
so my dad
say-
always used to try and trick me. He'd be like, your mom made 2 chilies. You have to pick which
No,
one. I could always
Yeah.
tell which one
Really?
was deer and which one was meat when I used to eat meat.
I used to hate deer meat, but like
Yeah.
people say like if it's crap, they're preparing it wrong. They're
Yeah.
holding it
well,
wrong,
you know what it
everything
is?
like
It's
that.
Yeah.
the ground is awful. But like the tenderloin off of the deer is really good.
Yeah, I'm
back
sure.
strap.
Yeah,
What?
sure. Yeah, backstrap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've had venison chili that I had no idea was venison chili.
I would know.
To be honest.
I would know instantly, just like you.
Yeah, I can
It's got
smell
that-
it.
it's got
Mhm.
that
It's like
taste.
sweet. I think it's like what I would consider like a sweet smell, not like our spicy drinks that we had. But are you a hunter?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's a gatherer. of
He's a
garbage.
gatherer. He's a gatherer of garbage. So did you? Is that your? Was that always your dream? Like, were you like,
No.
you know,
Yeah, when I was like 8,
there is so
I
much
just-
crap
was
around. I
just
should go pick it
I was
up.
Dreaming of piles of garbage. I just wanted to
really?
clean it up.
Is that
No.
was your dream?
No,
Aw.
absolutely not.
Well, you drive a beautiful truck, so you're obviously doing very well in it. So that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Just trying to keep America clean.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The same time.
One driveway at a time, one garbage can at a time.
Paul, do you remember picking me up from school? And I cleaned the hell out of your car and just littered everywhere.
Kevin.
Yeah, I was a dump of shit at one time.
Wow.
I think we were all dumps of shit at one time. In
I
our
was,
lives.
and I was perfect. I still
Of
am.
course you were.
There you go.
My mom's listening, going, yeah, okay.
Uh-huh, sure.
All right, so one of my job titles was to go out and get business for the companies.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I
Yeah,
was.
he did great at it, by the way.
So I go to big corporations, just factories, businesses,
Okay.
and I would go to sell our product. So
Okay.
I walk into just any corporation.
Yeah.
So, hey, can I talk to the person in charge of ordering food for lunches? So another thing I would do is go to hotels. So we get a lot of hotel
Oh,
business.
yes.
So what I would do,
Because when I'm at a hotel, I'm usually drunk and I want to order pizza.
yeah, so I was pretty ruthless on that part because
Yeah.
I would go into their little room that had all the menus.
Yeah.
And I would take all of the other
Stop
places and I would
it.
throw them in the garbage. And I would put mine up.
Dude, I do that shit with my business cards today.
So, yeah. Yeah.
So, that's normal.
And,
There's
uh,
only
and-
one roof
That's
in
called
business.
feast or famine here.
So
You-
I,
you know,
I, would,
come
I would be
on.
going into the other restaurant or pizza place's jurisdiction and doing this.
Yeah.
So the owner of this other restaurant that we weren't affiliated with them would call up our store and threatening my manager over there.
Oh, wow.
Like, you guys are going into my territory, blah, blah, yelling at
Because
us.
you're not, because it's so just so people know, it was a chain that you worked for, but there was independent owners of stores.
Correct.
Correct.
And we had I think 20 in Illinois. We had 4 in Arizona, 4 in Texas.
Here's
Holy
my
cow.
question: is it true territories where you're really supposed
No.
to stay out of them,
Nope.
or are they
They're-
just
they're-
saying that
they're just
because
saying
that's
that.
the
It's free
okay.
game.
It's free game, and I'm going out and I'm getting the business.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is free game for business, but to have a location of that same store,
Right.
yeah, there is a
They
You
have to
gotta
be
be so
50
far
Oh,
away.
okay,
mile
I
distance.
see.
5 miles apart.
Yeah.
So if you went a little further out, your boss wouldn't mind if someone called for delivery or for pick or well, not
if we
pick. It
gotta-
wouldn't matter.
When
but,
when I'm bringing in $3,000 orders,
Yeah.
they don't care.
Yeah.
If we got
Okay.
a $3,000 order from like 4 towns away,
Yeah, who
okay,
cares?
well,
okay. Oh, and that would be at the corporations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I get it.
It had to be grocery stores because they always have pizza parties.
Now, did you make commission off of what would come through at that company?
No,
Or
no
No.
commission. That would mean that was just my job role at the time.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and oversee and make sure all the orders get on time and all that
Mm.
stuff. Help the delivery guys get out.
on a scale from 1 to 10, and you've had other pizzas, I'm assuming, besides where you worked. How good is that pizza that you used to sell?
thin crust, I'd say about 9.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. Agreed.
Deep
Who's a
dish,
10 for you?
shit.
Haven't found it.
Okay, all
Haven't
right.
popped my
Okay,
cherry
so
on that
it's
10.
all right. Okay, so it's good.
It's
It's
good
good. So- and
pizza.
what were you
Well,
gonna say?
just
Deep
because we
dish?
know how it's made and every ingredient is legit fresh.
Yeah, it's one of my
Yeah.
favorites. So
Yeah.
okay.
But there's other locations and owners of the same franchise that don't do it.
I
the way
would
we
have
did it.
totally agreed to that.
Yeah.
Because the one near my house, I don't care for, but we used to order from your store all the time.
The one by your house gives me bubble guts. Fucking bad.
Really?
I swear to God.
Is that like
Yeah.
similar
And
to
the other
nervous
one, I gotta-
poops?
No, just like a not
Stop
good.
it.
So, okay, so you have all these franchises. Do they all have the same recipes, or can you do a little something different with your recipes?
Well, our locations had the same recipes,
Yeah.
but we didn't follow by the corporate
Okay.
recipes. We can't, they had like packets of stuff you can just, make pizza sauce with. We went out and put all the fresh ingredients and stuff in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Instead of like
See, yeah, that's why
dry
yours was
basil,
so
we
much
use fresh
better.
basil. Instead
Yeah.
of dry, like granulated garlic, we use garlic
So they would
puree.
send you stuff, or you could order from
We could have
corporate,
ordered
but
Yeah.
you do it your own.
But you just go run down to the grocery store, like buy a whole box of basil and a whole box of garlic.
Or we just get it through
Oh.
our food distributor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
could order other stuff. You didn't have to order.
Like
So
you
that
throw
was
away extra food. They call it,
it was
shrink.
whatever. Like if
So if I were-
if you bought basil and it went bad and then you throw that away, that's shrink.
I had a system for him that he kept
Yeah.
in place.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
It was good.
Well, you know, and especially that place was open for a long time.
It still is open.
Yeah, that one's still open. Yeah. So, I mean, after so many years, you know what you're going to do on a Friday night and a Saturday night and a Sunday night. So you know what to order, right?
Well, it's not even that. It's like everything we ordered, we used within
Yeah.
a 2-day period.
Right.
So like when you asked about the shrink.
How many times did you
when
get
asked about-
deliveries a week?
3.
Three.
Monday,
Okay.
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
Friday.
So
I'm
that's
sorry, what'd you ask?
how many times I got deliveries a week.
Oh.
It was
That's
actually Monday,
good.
Wednesday, Saturday.
That I
Oh, yeah.
see. I think that helps with shrink because you have opportunity to order smaller amounts. You know, you're
Okay.
not ordering for the whole week. You know what I mean?
Such a good point,
Yeah.
because
The only
when I was training people at where we used to work, I would say
Yeah.
you get 3 or 4 deliveries
right.
a week.
Right.
Do not order a whole bunch on one
Right,
day. You're going to
right.
get screwed. You're going to have pallets and pallets in your freezer, right?
well,
Yeah.
not even
And there's someone there that still does
yeah,
that.
I know.
4 pallets in the freezer, and you have nowhere to go with it
Right.
because you have this very small freezer.
Yeah.
So that's great that you bring up that point, because I
Yeah.
always remember saying, just
They
do
have-
your inventory.
They have signs everywhere.
Know what you have in your freezer,
Yeah.
and and
Yes.
then order from there just what you're going to need
Right.
for 48 hours
Right.
or whatever. That's
Well,
such a good point.
We have signs everywhere where I work now that say if you don't need it tomorrow, don't
Order it today. Yeah,
You know?
it's so true.
Yeah.
Well, another good thing about that store, like I told, what's good?
Stop fiddling.
Don't touch
I'm moving
this.
it out of the way.
Don't.
Sorry.
But you touched it like this.
You guys love to fuck.
Can you
with
get
me,
it
man.
out of your system? Okay.
So the
Keep
good
your
thing-
hands in your lap. It's karate
No, like I
chopping.
said
them
the
under
last
your
time,
armpits.
the good thing about that store, it kind of almost ran itself. It's like
Yeah.
you almost needed to have 3 deliveries a week
Right.
because we didn't have the room to store
Right.
Yeah.
what we
So
what
you
we
knew-
sold, what
you
we
knew
actually
exactly what you needed.
Yes.
You know what I
for-
mean?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah,
Would
we
you-
have
and-
limited space in a
sold.
restaurant.
We
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
we can go through like 5 cases of cheese on one night.
Right.
And like
yeah.
when the walk-in cooler can only hold like 13 cases of cheese. Like
Yeah.
so like
Yeah. So why did you both leave?
Well, I moved out to North Carolina for this company.
yeah.
Oh, you
Oh
did.
my God, you did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I moved.
So you were like up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were planning on expanding out there, so we had a restaurant that we took over. You know, I think I had the business license, my name. I had the liquor license.
Oh my
So I had
gosh.
to sign a bunch of paperwork.
That's a huge
with-
responsibility.
Yeah, I was a silent owner of this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
So yeah, I moved out there. Moved the family out there. You know, it was a very nice area. You know, it was in between Raleigh and Durham.
Yeah, very
You know,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we spent
and
3 days and we had a
we
great
went,
ass time.
Yeah, we went golfing one
It's
day. It was
beautiful.
awesome.
Have
got
you
my
been out
golf-
there
I've never
before?
been
It's
out there.
beautiful.
No. I only go to
I
Florida.
brought my golf clubs and shipped them back.
So
No, it was
we
great.
took this restaurant over in March of 2012,
Uh-huh.
and so for the first 3 months, I didn't have a day off. I
No.
was working open to close. I was clopening.
Yeah.
I was clopening every
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Yeah.
putting in like 90 hours a week
Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
wow.
terrible.
for the first 3 months until I trained a manager out there to run it, so I can at least have a day off.
Yeah.
So you couldn't find anyone? No one works out there, or
So yeah, good point. The work
Yeah.
ethic out there
Yes.
is horrible.
It's vacation
Yeah.
place. Is it
is
vacation
there's a lot
place?
of money out there, or is it
no?
more?
Just people in the South just like to move at a different pace. I mean,
Oh,
It's so true.
Okay, okay.
It's,
So
So
I
true.
witnessed it too when I was down there.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
And I had no idea.
when I took over, like it was already an existing restaurant. The guy wanted out of it, probably because of the same reason he couldn't
Exactly.
find any good employees.
There
so-
should have
Yeah.
that should have like red flagged you.
Well, he must have not been open for long because the equipment in there was like brand new still.
Yeah.
I think it was a year or two old when we got it.
Yeah.
Wow,
You
that's
got-
still brand new.
And they probably
yeah.
got a steal on what they got it for.
It was pretty pricey.
It was a pizza place
Yes.
before you
How
took
many
it over.
square
Yeah.
footage was there? Do you know?
Of the restaurant?
Yeah.
It had a smaller dining room in there, probably 12 tables.
Oh,
Oh.
It was all
bigger
right.
than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a good sized restaurant in there, and but yeah, I when I first got in there, I'm just observing all the employees. I'm like, this is gonna suck because I had
Yeah.
to fire everyone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't you hate walking in and just like, oh, this is not gonna happen?
It's not gonna work. And yeah, I
Right.
heard on a previous episode, when you
When I was
yeah, go
talking
ahead.
about it.
Go for it. Yeah.
No, I'm like, what we literally said on that episode was like, who's staying and going.
Yep.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and
So-
that's it. Like,
you know-
your core workers there that will deal with your shit
yeah.
because everyone else,
I sense any
Already
attitude from
walk-
anyone, then they're not gonna comply, and then they
Yeah.
just gotta go, man.
Right.
because they have already walked all over that previous manager and
So they were
Yeah.
people that were there before with the previous owners.
Yes, and some of them were related to the owners too. So I
Oh,
had
my
to
God.
get rid of some of the
Family.
old owner's family.
Yeah.
Which whatever they did, they gave me attitude too. So it's like they didn't want to be there. They
Yeah,
Kind
right.
of want to see what happened, what kind of changes I made.
Right.
And I implemented our systems and all that.
So when you go to fire someone, like, what's the conversation that you have, especially if they were once related to the previous owner?
I
Yeah, bye.
Really?
You're like, hey, thanks for
It's
showing up
almost that
today.
easy.
You can go ahead and clock out, and I'll send you your
It's-
last paycheck.
literally
I don't know if
almost
it's
that
because
easy.
I'm like female, but I'm like, let's have a conversation.
No, you
it's
don't
not
drag it
you,
out.
it's me.
So
Can't drag it out.
It's like a full-on breakup.
Breakup.
You know? Yeah.
they know they're going.
a very good story about
yeah.
one of the first people I had to let go was a waitress actually. So
Where?
at the and I let her off her shift, and so I had to run to the grocery store that was right behind us to get something. Obviously it's convenient to have a grocery store
Yeah.
behind you because if you run out of anything, you can just go there and
Just
get it.
go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see her in there with like a grocery cart just like full of groceries. I didn't think anything about it. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? So she kind of looked at me kind of odd. I'm like, all right, whatever. I went back to the restaurant, and maybe like an hour or so later, a guy that walks in. He's like, yeah, I left my credit card here, but it was weird because I got a charge from this grocery store for like $200 something. I'm like,
Stop
Really?
it.
Did you know immediately? You put two
I
and two
knew
together immediately?
Immediately, I'm like, oh, well, it looks like Miss Renee's not going to have a job
Oh
tomorrow,
my God.
Wow.
So she comes in the next day, and I'm like, hey, we have to have a talk. And I'm like,
She had to know.
I'm like,
She knew as soon as she saw you.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
deer
yeah,
in the
yeah.
headlights.
But she still fucking did it. So
yeah, I think she had a drug addict or a habit or whatever. She was really methed up.
Oh,
she
this-
was really
no,
messed up.
Aw.
This girl,
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
this girl,
Yeah, don't do drugs. So yeah, I confronted her about it, and she's like, "Really?" She was like shocked that I, said, "Hey, this guy, left his credit card here. You swiped it, and then you went grocery shopping with it."
And you're like, I know you didn't make that much in tips to get all them groceries.
Well, it wasn't just that, but and I asked the guy too. I'm like, "Hey, man, like, do you want to press charge?" He's like, "You know what? Yeah, she obviously needs it. Like, don't even worry about it. I can whatever."
He called
Dispute
his,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He called his
I'm like,
credit card. Yeah.
I really don't want the police involved either. But
Aw.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm going to let her go.
Yeah.
Like she will not be working anymore because that it could have happened many a times before.
Right.
So I used to play volleyball, and it was up like in Antioch, or I would go through Antioch to see some friends, and then I would go play volleyball. So I always had a wallet with, and I would take my wedding ring off, put it in the wallet, and then I would have some cash.
because that shit will
Well,
hurt. on
yeah,
volleyball.
yeah, it would
Yeah.
hurt, and I just didn't want to ruin it,
Or lose it in the sand.
Yeah, or lose it in the sand. So I had this little brown wallet that I always carried with me. So I had a 20 in my pocket, and I was grabbing like a 6-pack or something, and I put the wallet with my ring and like my everything in it, right? So I lived out of this wallet on top of new self-scan checkouts. Like when they were
first
brand
came
new,
out?
they first came, I was like, what is this? I can scan my own beer.
You were fucking
So
distracted.
I was
This-
distracted. I put my wallet on top and I paid with the 20 that was in my pocket. And then just walked off happily with my beer. As the second I got into my car, I'm like, oh shit, So I run back in. It was 3 minutes. and it was gone already.
Oh my
fuck.
God.
I
Did you
was
go to the
like,
cameras?
oh my God, yes. So I went right to the customer service. I said, my wallet just got stolen. I put it up on here. And they said, all right, well, we'll give you a call tomorrow.
Oh, God.
And after we have our security take a look at it and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I call the police and I said, this is what happened. They were like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything for like a week.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
'cause
God.
And
this
I was
happens
just
every-
like that naive and like that kind that I was like, I'm sure someone's working on it, So I called Jewel and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I go, I'm telling you right now, something
my
happened here. I
God.
had already canceled everything.
Right.
And already asked for like a new social security card and went and got a license already, but my ring was in there.
Yeah.
And so can you just go look at the cameras? Like someone did this,
Yeah.
And so 10 minutes later, I got a phone call. A police officer had went over to the Jewel and he said, listen, this is the day, this is the time, here's the receipt. What happened here? Like,
Yeah.
we need to find this
Yeah.
ring. Like, it's insured. This is a wedding
Yeah.
ring. And sure enough, a woman and her 2 daughters, they were all in their pajamas, were right behind me. And this woman's a professional. She saw what I did. The second I walked out, you could see on the camera that she like tapped it into her cart and
my
kept walking like it was
God.
nothing.
Oh, my God.
And the worst part about it was that when they caught her, she was wearing my wedding ring.
Oh, my
Oh, my
God.
Savage.
Meredith has
Yeah.
a really nice wedding ring.
No, but it's still
Yeah.
the whole sentimental, like, so that
Ugh.
just reminded me of it. And she did try to use all my credit cards. She tried to go to Mexico on them.
Oh
and-
my
Oh yeah, I remember.
God.
And this was before the time that you could just look up stuff online.
So how do you feel about that piece of shit person, probably with Tweety Bird sweatpants on,
So
fucking
it
wearing your
was,
wedding ring that he
it
bought
was
you?
this was a couple year ordeal. She went to jail for a day. She had to pay like fines to Jewel and
Oh
I guess
my
the police
God.
officers and for like all their time. And then she had to pay me too. We had to have a settlement. It was a huge deal.
And did she pay?
She paid.
Really?
Yeah, I had to go to
Wow.
court.
She probably stole someone else's wallet to pay.
I had to go to court and walk up and stand next to her and say, she's the one that did it. She's on the camera. They watched it. The
Oh
the
my
judge had to
God.
watch it and say, yep, you are absolutely professional. Then he started talking about all the other times that he had seen her
Oh
before.
my
Because she
God.
does this kind of stuff.
Because she's trifling.
Stop it. And I'm sure
Trifling.
she's still doing it.
Probably. She didn't learn
And she
her
looked,
lesson.
she looked scared shitless standing next to her lawyer, but my
It was
lawyer
probably
was
the first
better.
time she was
and
caught.
I don't know. No, because the judge
No?
said, hey, I've seen you before. And he
Yeah.
had like a couple comments about it. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So if you put a 20 in your pocket, pay with your 20, but hold on to your wallet. And don't put your ring in your wallet, no matter what you're doing. Leave it at home, which is what I do now.
Yeah.
Did you win at volleyball that night?
I don't remember. I'm fairly certain I drank all the beers and then some because I was stressed.
So
like,
you,
we
get,
want
you have to
to-
get your ring tattooed on your
I
finger.
know, I saw that.
Oh
I
my
was thinking
God.
about that.
Together forever.
I know, I absolutely should, except that he wouldn't get any tattoos. So I don't know. It would just be me.
Doesn't have to be him.
Yeah, I know. It would just be, yeah, right.
I'm married to myself.
What's it going to say? Kevy on there?
After
he
our
really-
boss moved away to Texas to, run our other restaurants, he used to have a Christmas party every year. So we would go to his house. So then he moved. So I had a Christmas party at my house.
Oh, no.
So I invited everyone from work.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember this. And Nar
So
killed it.
so
when he
Nar,
showed up.
man, like he was so cool. Like he,
He was about 3'18".
3'18". Isn't
No,
that like 4'2"?
Just under 5 feet.
man, he comes to my house with like the cowboy boots and like the button-up shirt
Oh
with a
my
different
gosh.
pattern on it. He was totally ranchero over there.
Yes.
Leather fucking pants. He had
think-
leather pants.
Stop
on.
it. He had leather
I think he had like
pants on.
snake skin or alligator skin boots
Stop
on.
it.
Like he came there to
Or
party.
not.
Like the Latino people that wear the boots that are real pointy and it curls up.
Oh,
Are they like that?
I think he
No,
had it.
I don't think they had the point on them.
Oh
No.
man, that
Pretty
just makes
close.
my feet hurt just
I don't
thinking
know.
about
And they
it.
like walk around and it's like elf shoes.
Really? I've never seen them
This
before.
was
I'm gonna
our
Google it.
Richmond
Show it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a bit, okay. Yeah, keep going.
All right, and then we had this other, another little Latino guy named Chiquito. We called him.
Chiquito and Nar.
I think he came up, came there with like wearing like a
A New York Knicks jersey. Swear to God.
yeah.
And every time he was on his day off, we would watch him eat shit drunk on a bicycle.
Oh
That
no!
was Chiquito's day off.
Yeah, I mean, the guy always had a
I want to
smile
have a
on his-
Chiquito day off.
Yeah.
But he worked like 70 hours a week, so he deserved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He deserved that.
Always had a smile on his face too. I mean, I can like pee on his leg, he'd still smile.
Oh,
He'd be like,
I
"Oh,
love people like that.
Thank you so much for that warm
But
water."
for such a tiny little guy, he was probably like 4'10".
They put a knife underneath the door, but like cut that off.
Oh my God. Is the poop knife?
Dude,
He needed a poop
we
knife?
had a rotter in the bathroom just for him.
Stop it. He was so little and he pooped so big.
Fucking
Okay, Paul.
mountains.
You guys all have kids.
Wait, why would you poop at work? Are you pooping at
mean-
work?
Because they're getting fucking paid to do it.
Because when you work 70 hours a week.
yeah.
It's like the Elmo meme.
He's like,
I get paid to poop on company time, and
just-
Elmo's like dancing on the toilet. That's what it reminds me of.
His boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Yeah.
He just got 8 cases of cheese. He's like, I deserve this time.
I'm gonna go drop a 200.
Oh my god!
So
Fucking
was
deuce.
he? So wait. So he had to cut up his poops. Is that because he was eating so much of the cheese while
I
he
have
was
no
shredding
idea.
it up,
but
or
man,
what?
God, that guy would clog the toilet every time.
It's not even that funny, but them laughing is making
'cause
me laugh.
we know the bathroom, what it looks like. It's a sweaty, wet bathroom. And how do you spend more than 5 minutes in
Oh
that?
God! It's like pooping in a porta potty is the worst thing ever.
Oh man, fucking toilet humor.
Oh
All
God!
right, yeah. So Chiquito, yeah, he was at the party too.
Did he poop in your toilet?
I don't even think Chiquito worked with us at the time either. He was just invited.
He was there. I invited everyone. It was a good time.
God,
everyone
I popped
got
my eardrums
pretty
laughing
tipsy
that
and
hard. I swear to God. My right eardrum is popped.
so yeah. Anyway,
I knew my face was gonna hurt after tonight.
so I had the Christmas party. We had a great time, and I think that was probably the last time I ever did it because it was.
Oh, yeah. That,
You know, so when I was working at the place, me
Wait,
and
I'm
Meredith
so sorry.
met,
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
So we talked about two people's outfits, someone cutting the poop, and then went back to a party. I'm super confused at this whole story.
Well,
I was talking about people I invited to the party.
Oh, and then we went off. I got it.
we need to have.
I am so confused.
we had to have the background story of both the
I
people.
get it. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused
I
right
guarantee
now.
you we got more NAR stories.
All right. I'm so
because
sorry. Go ahead.
No. I can't even remember what I was going to say.
I was so confused.
I'm lucky I wasn't laughing.
When
and
I
shit's coming out my
worked
nose.
at where me and Meredith met, I used to do like Halloween parties and stuff all the time. But then I became a manager, so I was like, oh, I can't really do that anymore, because it's corporate and you're not supposed to hang out with the people that work for you and blah, blah, blah.
And someone puked all over your couch at the last party.
Nice.
Yeah.
She told me this story.
I was there.
It was terrible. He was literally like so drunk. He was just sitting up with his chin down and he was just throwing up. And I'm like throwing towels under him. And then I'm like grabbing Tupperware and like that would fill up. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Real
and
professional.
His wife just left him there.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
wife was there and didn't even give a shit.
She left
Were you
him
there?
No, she told me this
Yeah.
story.
Oh,
I'm
it
like,
was-
thank
it
God
was
I wasn't
horrible.
there.
It
I
was
probably
terrible.
puked on myself.
That was
too,
the
watching
last
that guy.
party with
Yeah.
all team members or
Yes.
people that we worked with, right? Wasn't
Yes.
that the last party?
Yeah. Yeah. That was,
I mean,
didn't-
the last public party.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
do it anymore after
Nobody
that.
puked on your couches.
The
You from
bathroom.
Ronnie Dobbs?
Well, I think you have like different people,
that
right?
vomit.
You have the people that you have to watch out for because
Yes.
they'll tell the boss.
Right.
Because the store directors are never involved and neither are
Right.
the line
No.
leaders or anything.
No. No.
So there's
telling
those
you.
people. Then there's the people that you really wouldn't hang out with them outside of work anyways.
That was
You
a
want to
lot
have
of
a
them.
party
Yeah.
where it's people that you want to hang out with. So there's you have a few different. And then when you have like a full company picnic, then you have to invite everyone. But then
Right.
you just don't know how people act. Like
Outside
I
of
just went
work.
to a company outing and there was one person that just got ripped. Like everyone
Oh,
was like,
God.
"Wow, he's really drunk." You know,
I know who you're
and-
talking about,
And
yeah.
it's like, it was like
If I was there, I'd be like, good for you, dude. You
but
do
it was
you.
like,
yeah, but he was representing that
Oh, okay,
company.
never mind.
yeah.
It wasn't
so
just like, oh, we're having a company picnic. It was like,
we were
they
actually
were
going out and we wanted to. They
meeting
wanted
clients.
Your marketing,
yes.
your
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
networking
Yeah.
and shit.
And it was
Yeah.
like after like 4 old fashions.
oh God.
Oh, well,
He
that'll
couldn't
do
even
it.
finish a sentence,
Oh,
and I was,
God.
and then I had to be the lead of the entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many old fashions do you have?
We only had one
Oh.
each.
All right, so you were
One each.
good.
A brandy or a whiskey old fashioned?
We had
I didn't know there was
This
two
is
we had
the-
different
Knob
kinds.
Creek. We had Knob
This is the
Creek.
person we have to take out when
I
we
know,
go
I
get
know.
our
It
next
was
old
spicy.
fashioned.
I didn't know
It
there
was
was.
spicy.
They're not spicy.
No,
Old-fashioned.
there's
Well,
different ways.
so
to
there's
do it.
like-
brandy is a version of that, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Sorry.
know, but no. I'm just saying, like, you know, when you have like your
work
parties,
friends.
but then you have your work friends with your work, you know, at your work parties,
Yeah.
and then you have like outings, and you have to behave yourself.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that.
After
I'll
the
never
first
forget
one,
that.
I
that
knew who
he got
not
so
to invite anymore.
yeah.
you know?
And then I just never wanted to meet clients out. Spend my
Yeah.
time away from my family to babysit a clown, basically, is what
Yeah.
happened. You know,
Yeah.
it's embarrassing. As a matter of fact, the person that the person was actually taking us out, and you know, this person that I was with got drunk and couldn't finish any sentences, and we were supposed to make a deal that night.
Oh my
Pretty
god.
And I
Must've
had
been
like
embarrassing.
one glass of wine and was like trying to tell them everything. And by the time we got outside, I was the one that got the deal.
What the shit?
Yeah, because
man.
and they were like, "We're gonna talk. I'll call you. I'll be driving. You know, tomorrow. We'll have a." And then luckily, I was the one that was like kind of level
Oh
headed.
my
so
god.
yeah.
As
So for those
far-
that are listening, just behave yourselves.
be that person.
Yeah, don't
as
be that
far
person.
as I know, I don't think. Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
what
let's
about
hear about
Vegas at the
this.
pizza convention?
Let's just say I didn't make the
this.
convention.
I was gonna say, first of all, I didn't even know there was a convention.
No kidding.
Oh fuck! I forgot about
Is
that.
it like the restaurant? Is it the restaurant convention?
no, it was.
no.
I think it's the pizza.
It was
Expo.
just
All right, tell us all about it.
Yeah.
It was like 4 days and all paid for. We stayed at the Caesar's Palace.
Yep.
Oh,
For
that's
you, it was
nice.
3 days because the fourth day you were done.
I
You're
just remember
blacked
waking
out.
up at like 10, missing it, and
Well, you woke
finding
up.
a Sbarro's.
You woke up on the hotel room floor in the
True that. Yeah.
in the hallway
Oh no, he didn't even make it into the room.
All right. So
because his name wasn't on the
That's-
room.
That's totally Kevy.
So we're already passed out, and
I don't want to
Security-
say where they left me.
security found them.
I don't want to say where they left me. I remember walking in Caesar's Palace about 5:30 in the morning, literally
We had to be up at 7.
walking like this,
my
trying not to
God.
fall down on my forehead.
Oh my god.
And we had to walk a half a mile to at least our elevator. Remember that?
Yep.
To go to our room. I'm fucking pounding on the door. Him and
I'm surprised
Matt,
you made it to the right room.
him and
even.
Mark are. We shared this room, and they had the keys. And I'm fucking pounding on the door, and it's like 8:00 for a fucking hour. I'm like, you know, and I'm drunk enough. I just laid down in the hallway and passed
Oh
out.
my
Yeah.
god.
So
I've
wait,
never
what did
done
he?
that.
No, I'm not making any of this up.
So what did he miss? You just said something about miss. What did you miss?
He missed the whole expo. So I got like an hour and a half of sleep. He didn't go at all. I actually wasn't even hanging really. You know, I we had to walk around for 8 hours talking to
Yeah,
vendors
yeah.
and whatever, doing business. And
Good thing is like I can't even say his name. It's like,
Henry?
don't worry, you can come. Yeah. You know, we encourage. There was like $120 tickets. He's like, you don't need to go. This is just a treat to you guys because it was general managers running their restaurants, so we all got.
Yeah, so it was
tickets.
go see what's out there,
Yeah.
see what's new, and
And
yeah.
I wanted to go.
You know,
So-
I know that happens a lot because I used to travel with the job before.
Yeah.
And we would go to the different cities.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of, like, we would be leaving to go to the expo and people would just be walking in, especially if
Oh
it
my
was New
God.
Orleans, Vegas,
Oh god.
anywhere in California, you know,
They'd just
any
be
of
wasted.
that. Florida. Yep.
You're
they
like,
would-
yeah, I didn't see anything interesting while I was out
Right.
there to the boss.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
blame one store GM on the whole thing because he's never been to Vegas. He's like, let's do it tonight. Remember?
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember the
We
whole
would have
thing.
never had that night unless it was him. I'm like, all right, we're doing it.
I don't know. That's the worst to feel that
I've been
way.
to Vegas twice and I've never passed out on no hotel floors or nothing.
Knock on wood, I've never passed out like ever, and
not
but
gonna
I've had
lie.
like some pretty good hangovers.
I've had some private times at home where maybe I laid on the bathroom floor. For
Yeah, yes, but not anywhere public, like
No,
where people had
no.
to not babysit me, but
Knock
you know,
on
worry about
wood,
me.
I've never
yeah,
fallen asleep
yeah.
at the bar
Maybe I've just
or
been around
anything.
good people that I don't have to worry. But you know what? I remember a story that a whole team, there was probably like 20 of them. They allowed this person that is like the new president to entertain them. And they were like, they had a great year. They had high sales. So they all went to Vegas. And it was a mix of male and female.
Yeah.
And this was years ago. And they went to Vegas. And this person that was, I guess it was like the VP maybe,
Yeah.
was going to plan the 3 days that they were out there. So the first night, he hired a stripper.
Oh my God.
So it's like 20 people.
God bless his
Most
soul.
of them are married. Most of them are married.
I mean, if it was me, I would have been like, woo! we're
yeah,
in
right.
Vegas."
No, we would have been fine.
Well,
Whatever.
male or female stripper?
Who
I
cares?
don't know. I don't know. I wish I had that information for you.
Just
But
check
that
the
was like the
sidewalks.
first
They're
night.
all over their
So
cars, they're on
people
the
are
ground.
walking out and leaving because they're entertaining
my
clients while they're out there as
God.
well. So people are walking out and leaving. The second night, then they go to a strip club. That's what he planned. I'm like, what
Oh
is going
my
on here? I
God.
mean, I get it, it's Vegas, but when you are entertaining clients and you're celebrating a sales with a team of your whole team that you have to
Right.
look at the next day on Monday.
Right.
Look in their eyeballs.
Look in their eyeballs on Monday
Right.
morning. You probably
You go
don't want to
out-
do
yeah,
that, but I know it happens. I know it
go out to
happens. I'm not
dinner.
naive to that.
You go out to dinner and buy everybody dinner and drinks and then say, okay, see you
Your
tomorrow.
parties go separate.
And then you go to the strip club by
Yes,
yourself.
you don't do it like as a group function. Like, what kind of relationship building was that?
Or the next day, they're thinking maybe like I can look at you and be like, you got my back, I got your back.
Maybe.
Like, we did some
You know what?
raunchy ass
That is
shit.
a very good point. Maybe come Monday morning, it was like, I trust you because
I
Vegas.
saw some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
yeah.
You know I got a foot fetish. I know you got this. Like,
And like they're still like, you got glitter on your shoulder. Let me get that off real quick.
Smell
And
like baby
no,
wipes
You
and
smell like baby
cognac.
wipes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's like-
smell like bubble gum.
it's like that landlord
Why
that
do you
saw you
shake
do
your
some
head like
fucked
that,
up
Paul?
shit.
Isn't that what strippers smell like? Baby wipes and cognac.
I don't know. I never
got
had
fucking-
never
Oh,
seen one. Ever.
please.
So did you have to fire Kevy, and how did you do it?
No,
I
didn't-
actually took his position for a hot minute or whatever. That's not why you moved to
North Carolina.
Carolina.
But you
You had the
did. You stepped
opportunity.
up and had to go.
Well, technically,
Sell to all
Paul
those
was
places.
in line, but he was already in a position of like district management. Is that why I took over? Balls
Oh yeah,
deep
I
in
was already
that.
bouncing around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then after a while, like I told on the last one, I was getting paid certain incentives on my sales and my food.
Yeah.
And like after a while, like Paul was pissed at me. He's like, "What the fuck?" But
So what made you decide to go into garbage?
I had a friend of mine that's been in the business for almost 20 years, and after I got my CDL as a beer guy,
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, man, get in the trash. It's a ton more money, and
the
And it's a little bit
pension's pretty
easier on the
good, right?
body now, right? You don't have to lift a lot unless they have like the extra.
yeah, I still do some lifting, but yeah,
It's
keeps
a lot of automated, right? Or
Compared
like
to-
the
Correct,
arms
Yeah,
and
we
stuff.
do have some brand new trucks that you don't even get.
You
out
just
of.
lifted and
Yep.
okay, because
So
I know.
It's better than beer because beer you would have to like move pallets of beer.
Yeah, can we
right?
talk about like
So,
being
yeah,
in the beer business
Beer,
and all your customers?
delivering beer was a super fun job. I mean,
I bet.
just,
I
just being
always-
the beer guy was like,
Yeah.
I am like the coolest guy on earth.
The
Yeah.
king.
Man,
Yeah.
all the chicks loved him.
I always had
Yeah.
fun with the beer guys at the bar.
Yep, the ladies in North Chicago loved me.
Really?
You're gonna add that
man.
out so Kelly doesn't hear it.
No,
I've
but
I've told her all this
Yeah,
stuff.
they can't
Okay.
can't help
Yeah,
it.
they love men in uniform down there. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
in
he's-
like Miller Lite or what did it
Just
say
any-
on there?
yeah, I was a Miller guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, okay.
he had a-
Gross.
Every day, a guy would come up to me and be like, "Yeah, man, throw that pallet in my trunk." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, you're like the 1 millionth person that told me that today.
God.
Now you get a free case of beer." Yeah, really? I'm like, "No."
Oh my
no,
gosh.
I hate when you got to fake laugh at people's jokes. That's the worst.
Yeah, and I heard that like every single day.
Man,
Yeah.
I would have believed you. Like, I get a free case.
How long
Aw.
did you do it for?
Almost 7 years.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
that's
it's
a
been
lot
that
of
long?
one-liners
I
to
was
hear.
I was a beer guy for 7 years.
Wow.
So you
Oh,
delivered
long.
to stores, bars,
Liquor-
convenience stores.
And you emptied the truck too, like you drove and brought
Yes.
the beer in,
Yep.
right? Okay, you don't
Yeah.
have someone else helping
So
you
it-
with that.
Yeah, so when we go to a chain grocery store,
Yeah.
the big ones,
Yeah.
we had to deal with the liquor managers, and most of them were pretty lazy. We had to work everything.
Oh.
Really?
We worked everything.
Yeah, see, because I
Wait.
noticed where I work now, it's like the truck driver just drops the pallet off, and
Yeah.
then another person comes,
So they have a merchandiser.
breaks it
But
down.
yeah, we didn't have
But you-
merchandisers. It
okay.
was me and another guy.
Yeah.
Me and my partner would get to a grocery store, and we had to pull the pallets off the truck and
Yeah.
bring them out on the floor. And so one of you guys mentioned an 8 o'clock rule.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that?
bringing
no
the pallet-
pallet
I don't know.
jacks.
Pallet
I,
jacks.
I didn't give a shit about
Yeah.
that. I'm like, I'm not stacking all this damn beer in the back
Right.
room running out there. No,
Right.
screw your 8 o'clock rule. I got in an argument with one of the
Yeah.
managers there. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get it.
Like, I'm not paid by the hour here, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to get in and out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stacking and unstacking it. It's so many
Yeah,
times.
I'm not touching this beer
Yeah.
more than once. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you can just do it yourself.
Yeah. I'll drop it right here. Bye.
No, you said you didn't really have a helper, but you did have a helper, right?
Well, technically,
'Cause
I
remember you told me a story for a long time. You did have a helper, and that helper was a piece of shit helper.
No, he was actually my driver. I was the helper.
Oh,
But
he didn't do shit.
no,
right?
no.
You did everything.
Well, he was
right?
the driver.
Kevin's just over here calling people
No,
out left and
mo-
right.
I know he is.
You're,
It's like the gossip.
even though he's the driver,
episode.
I drive the truck as well. When he's on vacation,
Right.
I have to run that route. We're a team. It's just
Yeah.
more, he's just been there longer. He's got the seniority on me, so
Right.
he's the driver.
Okay,
But,
that's what it was.
some of the helpers will just drive the truck if the drivers want to.
So seniority means that you're lazy?
not
Yes.
necessarily. I
Yeah,
mean,
but for him.
Isn't
No.
that what it means everywhere?
No, senior
Yes. I
means
don't
he's
know.
hungover every day.
Oh.
he was just too busy, talking on the phone with his wife the whole time.
Oh,
that kind of thing. It's like,
God.
dude, get off your phone. Let's just get the job done.
I hate when
Go
people
home.
do that. Like me and Johnny don't even call each other during the day. Maybe
know-
once if something comes up, you know?
That is very frustrating to be stuck with someone that just isn't going to do
Yeah.
100% like you do.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
man, it gives me great anxiety. Like,
Yeah.
if we had to do resets and there was just someone that was like fucking
Lazy
around, I'm
about
like,
it,
oh my
yeah.
gosh, it would just drive me crazy. Like, stop talking and just set that, let's just
Right.
get it over with.
Right.
Everybody wants to go home here, you know?
So yeah, we had to work all the beer, every single case. If there was the liquor managers at most of these grocery stores didn't do a damn thing. It kind of
No.
pisses off. They wouldn't build displays. Like we had to, even if,
Yeah.
if we had to take down competitor, displays to put ours up. They didn't want to do it.
Because like it was like the sale ended on the competitor
Correct.
and yours started today.
Yeah.
So
You have to put that on a blackboard and then put yours up after that. So I'm there for
I'd be
more
like-
time doing that.
I would just set it right next to it.
yeah.
So did you get paid per visit or per case?
Every
or?
case I touched, I got paid for.
Okay,
So,
okay.
some weeks like holiday weeks was awesome.
Oh,
money.
yeah, I'm
so
sure.
I would deliver
Like
a whole,
Super Bowl, right?
Super Bowl actually wasn't that bad. It was mostly like 4th of July weekend, Memorial Day
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
this week,
yeah,
Labor
3-day
Day.
weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would bring a whole semi full of just pallets of like beer.
Yeah.
And,
So
that's
and
like-
then that stuff I didn't have to touch, which was awesome. So
Yeah,
I
you
I
just
bring
throw out a whole pallet.
like, oh sweet, I just made $500 just on that load right there.
Well,
And I don't have to
Yeah.
touch a case.
That's
Wow.
That's another example, though, of seniority, though. You get your routes, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to explain the routes on your seniority, like,
I can't help but laugh every
So
time.
in the beer industry, yeah, you when you first become a driver, you start from on the bottom. You're a keg driver. So I started out delivering barrels of beer, and I only did bars.
I was just going to ask where.
Oh,
yeah,
see,
okay.
you know what? And there's a couple guys that I know in the area because they used to come to the bar that I worked at that would also go to the grocery store that I worked at.
deliver barrels.
They would do barrels at the bar, but then they would come deliver cases at the store.
That's a different county. They run things differently there. I think they might have changed things now at the place I
But
was
maybe because like when I was at the bar that was so long ago, maybe they worked their way up to
Oh
cases.
yes, they might
That
have.
could be.
Yep.
That could be.
Yeah, so I was only on the barrel route for like a year and a half or so.
Yeah.
Uh,
So how did you make? You made money on your barrels instead of
yeah,
cases.
the commission
on
on barrels a lot more than a case, obviously.
Right,
But it was still
right.
all right. It was okay money. But yeah, once you get on a case route, that's where you want to be if you want
Yeah.
to become a beer delivery driver. Is get on a case route because that's where you make your money.
that. Yeah.
And a good route.
Yeah.
So I had a good route before I left. I was in the Chain of Lakes area. So,
I was gonna say, because have you driven a big semi down in the city?
Yes, I actually have.
Oh God, I see those guys like get stuck trying to
I-
go around corners.
I used to deliver
and-
to some pretty big fast food chains. I had to go
Okay.
downtown Chicago,
Yeah.
South Side. I had
Oh
to
my
go,
God.
Rockford. I used to deliver to some pretty well-known places.
That's
when I was
scary.
after I left the beer company, I went and delivered food.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So what kind of food did you deliver? Like the same company that would deliver to your pizza place?
yeah,
kind of food?
Yeah, actually, I did deliver to some of them around this area.
Yeah.
yeah. But we did a lot of chains.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any of them, but
Yeah.
It's like any local food purveyor that sells
Right.
food for any restaurant and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's like 12 of them in.
I
our
always
area.
wanted just like give me some like buckets of ranch, man.
the 5-gallon bucket of ranch.
Restaurant ranch is so good.
Isn't that like Hidden Valley?
Probably.
That's usually
so
the best.
good.
But it's so much
It is
better
the best
because
one.
it's
You
in a
gotta make
bucket.
it though. Oh, I know what
in
you're
a
talking
bucket.
about.
I
just
like
wanna-
the real watery
just wanna-
stuff sometimes.
Dip my whole self into a bucket of
know.
ranch.
Oh, shut up! Really?
What? Ranch is great.
Is ranch vegan?
Stop your visions there, buddy.
Think of that, but holy shit!
Is ranch vegan?
There's
It's vegetarian.
There's
at least.
there's plant based ones. Yeah, they're really good. They're really really good. Yeah.
Does ranch have babies? Does ranch have heartbeats?
No. Jay, plant-based ranch does not have heartbeats.
That's what Jay would ask.
He would. He always
What does
asks
he
me,
say?
does this have heartbeats?
Does hot dogs have heartbeats?
Oh my God. Crazy, Jay. You're crazy.
All right, so this big, pretty big company around here had a Christmas party every year. So we would get like a $4,000 or $5,000 order from this place. We'd
Wow,
feed.
that's a lot of pizza.
How do you even
would not
make all that pizza and keep it hot?
Well,
trust
we have food trucks that have
Okay.
Yeah, we get all this food made, and we have I think it was 2 or 3 catering trucks full of all this stuff for
Wow.
salads and pizza,
Yeah.
and whatever, breadsticks, whatever kind of stuff. And one of the other guys that was overseeing everything, he decided he was the last one to shut one of the doors on the catering truck. So I think it was the truck in front of me.
I was right behind it. I was in my own car.
To make a left-hand turn into this business, and one of the doors flies open, and
my
there
God.
was food all over the highway.
Instantly, 300 wings hit the fucking pavement. Like 3 full pans of masa.
And the one guy that me and him kind of butted heads because I'm competitive, he's competitive.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like, he's like, dude, you didn't close that door. I'm like, dude, you were the last one to close that door.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
no.
And you didn't make sure it was shut all the way.
Oh,
So he tried to
that's
blame it on me at
terrible.
first.
No,
So
he
then
doesn't-
I'm calling somewhere at the restaurant. I'm like, dude, we need this much food made immediately
now,
because it's
yeah.
all over Highway 12 right now.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
that's terrible.
Somehow we did
Gosh.
make it out.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And
Wow.
Get it in time.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh
we got
my
everything set up
gosh.
before the.
'Cause we spent an hour just setting up the trays with the.
Oh my God.
so
everything.
before
The
everyone.
chafing trays.
Yep. Before everyone started coming in to
Yeah.
whatever we eat, we already had everything set up.
Oh
so
my God.
it
I
wa-
can't believe you pulled it off after everything was on the highway.
I'm on the side of the road picking up
Stop
masticholi
it.
and oh
No.
my God.
Yeah, I was
God,
gonna
we
say,
didn't.
what do you do?
No.
Do you just leave it? Like
Yeah,
cars
right?
running over?
Whatever.
We left the food. We picked the pans up. Obviously, we didn't litter the food. We were just like, fuck it.
I was
We
gonna
picked
say,
the
yeah,
pans
how do you do
came
that?
out.
I'm pretty sure. I thought we picked it up.
What do you do? Have a
was-
shovel or something in the truck?
Okay, have you
There
guys
was
ever watched
semis
the movie
just
Dutch?
smashing it.
That's so
Dutch.
funny.
Dutch
I think I've heard of
They
that.
filmed it out here.
in Richmond.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
Salinas.
where Cellini's right in the corner.
Or
Where?
Cellini's.
I was gonna say that's the worst accident that ever happened right there since Dutch, because there was a whole semi accident was right there where that entrance was.
Wow.
What was Orsolini's? I don't remember that, but
It's
the
a bar
name is
restaurant.
familiar.
Yeah, there's like a.
Where was it,
There was
though?
a garden center there.
Mm.
Now it's across from the.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they had a bunch of little cottages there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of has been a few things since
Yeah.
then, but
yeah.
Miss
Okay.
Orsolini was actually my 3rd grade teacher,
Oh,
and she was in the movie Dutch. She was the bartender there.
Okay. Okay.
Because what happened
I've
in
never
the
seen that
movie?
movie, but
What happened in the movie?
Oh, really?
A semi fell over.
A semi hits the fucking car because that little brat kid brings the car out, and the semi hits the car right there and goes into the little ravine ditch right
Oh.
interesting.
What was in the semi? Was it wings?
there.
And
That'd be cool as shit.
Breadsticks.
Oh yeah,
Bunch
there's
of
always
salad.
breadsticks. Yeah.
Okay, so you answer my question then. You have like a bunch of heated trucks to take the
Yeah.
food.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a cold section to keep things cold, and then
Okay.
there's a large section that keeps things warm.
And they
Okay.
open on each side and the back, right? So
Correct.
which side is the cold section
Well, there's the back.
Yeah.
It's a very small section, so there's 2 doors in the back.
for the
Okay.
salads?
You have salads and
Yeah.
pop or whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then your sides are they're heated.
You know, Todd and Erica did have their wedding catered by Old Town Pizza, which was the best wedding food
Did they
I've
close
ever had.
down?
I don't. Did they?
And they came in trucks
Oh,
like that?
that's
That's
They
where
did.
Antioch Pizza is now.
Yeah,
in
they brought.
McHenry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're there.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
I still have not had Antioch Pizza. I've heard it's really good.
We order there all the
It
time.
looks just like
Actually, I
that.
think we're having it tonight. Actually,
Stop it! I'm coming over.
Come on by.
I have a quiz for you.
Okay. Is it gonna tell me if I'm a trash panda?
What kind of pizza are you in the mood for?
Ooh.
Woo! Okay, answer some questions to see what kind of pizza you are.
a piece of ass.
Oh my god. Man.
Are you ready?
Piece of shit.
So she's the only one. So you guys are all gonna have to do like a vote, I guess, all together, right?
Okay.
What kind of pizza are you in the mood for? Regular thin crust, calzone, stuffed crust, cauliflower. Okay, I'm not even going to add that.
That's keto.
Or deep, or deep
We know I
dish.
don't do that. Thin crust.
Like
thin
right
crust.
now?
We all have to vote. It's got to at least be 2 out of
Yeah.
3. Is thin crust okay?
Yeah,
Thin,
crust.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Do
sometimes I
you
like-
share your pizza with someone?
Yes.
Absolutely. Hell
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yes, maybe.
How big is the pizza?
Only if we get appetizers. Sure, but we're going to order 2 pizzas. No one wants to eat the pizzas I order.
I
Does
always
it-
share. I'm
Do
married.
we have an appetizer of mozzarella cheese sticks? Who's that, Paul?
What?
Do you remember that?
Paul's like,
know
that
what-
was so 17 years ago.
No, Buffalo Grove.
Okay, so.
Mozzarella cheese
sticks. Hold on.
sticks.
This is a quiz for him real quick. I'm sorry.
All right, sorry.
Buffalo Grove.
He's telling me what to do on our podcast.
Mozzarella
You hear that?
cheese sticks. She lived in the Psycho place, the old folks home.
Can I get some mozzarella cheese sticks?
Beverly.
Oh,
Remember her?
Beverly.
Oh,
yeah.
see, you stirred up a little.
She lived in
Memory there.
the shit and piss factory.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Why
disgusting.
was it the shit and
If
piss
she is
factory?
still alive,
That's one of our drivers called it because it smelled like shit and piss. And it was a bad like home over there.
Oh, that's
Oh.
They,
gross.
they didn't take care of the
No.
but
place.
she
That's
would
really
call and be
sad,
like, I'll have
actually.
this, and like I will have an order of mozzarella cheese sticks.
Cheese
Aw.
She would say it just like that.
She was
You
Southern,
sound
maybe?
like Zach
No,
Galifianakis.
it was Buffalo Grove, so she was
She was
Rosenberg
not-
on every corner.
You sound like Zach.
All right, so I'm going with the
Galifianakis.
last one that no one likes the pizza I
What?
like.
Really?
All right, we're going to go with that.
Why? Because what kind of pizza do you order?
I usually put hot stuff on there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all
Italian
right.
beef pizza with Italian beef and giardiniera.
Yep, there we go.
What do you have on the side
I
of
would
your
share
pizza?
with you.
Oh.
Breadsticks, salad, wine, cannolis, cocktails, fries.
Beer?
Ranch.
Beer?
Yeah, beer,
Ranch.
beer ranch. Yeah,
So I would say
Cocktails?
cocktails. Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
is ranch an option?
No.
Oh, okay, cocktails.
What's for dessert? Ice
No.
cream, brownies, churros, cinnamon buns, donuts, just coffee.
Beer?
No
Beer.
dessert because we filled up on pizza.
Oh man, what are we gonna put? Well, then I'm gonna go with brownies.
Okay.
Cannoli.
All right,
We like brownies.
Okay.
we like brownies.
Sure.
What do you do after eating pizza?
Lay on
Sleep.
the couch.
Sleep, watch a movie, go for a walk, go to your friend's place, go shopping, listen to music, and dance.
Watch a movie.
I'm usually sleeping.
Sleeping.
Food coma.
Wait, what was the
Sleeping.
last one?
We're going with sleep.
Dance.
Listening to music and dance. We're going with sleeping.
Oh,
Sleeping.
man. There we
Do
are.
you eat all the pizza? Yes, I'm hungry. I have some for tomorrow. No, and I don't have the leftovers, but only because I'm sharing. I finish it all. Sometimes I don't. I want one slice.
Yes, I usually have leftovers.
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 Actually, last night I had pizza. I
Leftovers.
no joke. I'm gonna eat that leftovers tonight because it's
Saving some for
it's
tomorrow.
a sausage, tomato, garlic, Alfredo pizza.
Nice.
Y'all are margarita pizza.
What?
Hey,
You're
I'm down with
basic,
that.
but everyone loves you.
No, I'm not a margarita pizza.
You're basic, and
I'm
everyone
sausage.
loves you.
I'm sausage.
That's what it says.
The sausage?
I don't know.
lies.
BuzzFeed.com. I think you're wrong. She's sausage.
Lies. Okay, so
All right,
you got
sorry.
into an argument with a guy?
Well, not really an argument. He had a pregnant wife, and they ordered something, and he came right back in, and he's like, "Oh, my wife didn't like this, like, because she's pregnant." I'm like, "And
like, what do you want me
she
to do
didn't
about
like
it?
I'm like, "Well, I'm not gonna like refund your money. Sorry, like,
Yeah.
I cooked that personally. Like, I know like,
It's exactly
I was a
what you
pretty damn good-
ordered.
pretty damn good cook. Like, this is exactly what we ordered. Like, that's what you got."
Really?
She didn't taste it, or she didn't think it tastes good. So I'm like, well, I'm sorry. That's just the way it tastes. It's got ricotta cheese in it, and it's got pasta, and it's kind of like a lasagna, but it was with penny noodles
Okay.
instead.
Okay.
And
That sounds delicious.
It
I,
is
ma-
actually
I make that all the
delicious.
time. That's delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
It
like
is delicious. What's it called?
So he ended up giving you a
Masticelli
bad.
al forno.
El Forno. Great. It's delicious. It is.
Sounds like porno.
Porno.
It's like pizza porno.
Corn.
Yeah.
Corn.
And you can edit my
Corn.
shit out. You should edit that out.
Sorry.
So he
Shut up.
he ended up putting like a Yelp review on there like that night or the day after or something like that. Oh, that arrogant asshole manager over there. He was just rambling on about crap. I'm like, whatever, dude. Screw you. Like, who even
I
goes
love
on
re-
Yelp anyway?
I love reading the
Yeah.
bad reviews. I just laugh at them.
Yeah, I haven't probably been on Yelp since because I'm like, anyone can write anything about anything
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are only on it because they want to write something bad.
Right.
It's never because they were like, this was a great experience. I better go to Yelp.
yeah.
You know?
All right, Paul. Have you ever called the cops on a customer?
Yeah, I did call the cops once because I got my cell phone stolen out of my semi truck
Oh, what the hell?
Really?
in North Chicago.
How'd you call the cops if you didn't have a phone?
Oh,
My driver's phone.
Fucking magician over here.
No, my driver's
You were
phone.
like 911. They're like, "What's your emergency?"
We're on our fucking way.
No, we actually, we had to call, my driver's
Yeah.
phone. We called the police. They were right down the road at, some whatever domestic abuse they had going on.
Oh
down
God.
there. And
Did you get your phone back?
No, the cop's like, you know what, dude? Like, you're not getting it back.
Yeah, in that area, you're like, you're done.
Wait, now, so this is the driver that did nothing. So did you have to call your own 911 on his phone? Because it sounds like
No,
he was lazy
no,
earlier.
he ended up calling for me. He was very good at being on his phone. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's right. He was always on the phone with his
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, he
so
had-
maybe he had her call 911 for you.
probably. Yeah.
You know, I'll
He's
tell
like-
you a
He's like, I'm
story.
used to this. My wife lost her ring the other day, too.
I'll tell you a story about driving in the city and, worrying about stuff. So I'm sitting at a stoplight and there was this probably like 13-year-old girl. She was panhandling, right? She comes up to my passenger side window with her cup and she's like
Oh, no knocking.
on my passenger side window. And I just looked at her and I was like, fuck no. I was like, I knew if I rolled down that window to see what she wanted, my purse would be gone off my front seat.
Yep.
Like,
and she was 13.
she was young. I mean, I'm guessing like around 12, 13. And I'm just thinking like, oh yeah. And then I have to call the cops and be like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't even know like what she was wearing, you know?
know,
Right.
That's what
She's
it said, like,
holding a
this
cup.
happens.
I'm in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
this happens 1,300 times a day.
Exactly.
Can't help you.
But it was like, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not that dumb. I'm not rolling down my window. You'd fucking snatch my shit right off my front seat.
You know, I feel like they've gotten so much more aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Everybody is right now.
Yeah.
Ever
Yeah,
since the
everyone. You're right.
panorama.
You're right. Everyone's so aggressive.
Panorama.
You probably saw a lot driving downtown, right?
Yeah.
Not much. No.
No, I don't think they mess with trucks really.
No,
You can't
fucking
read.
run your ass over.
Yeah, right.
No, I've seen trucks getting looted, man. Remember that?
Oh,
Well, this
yeah.
is before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
You know,
you weren't
Panorama.
with us
This
in the
was
city
before. Yeah, this
before.
was before all the aggression. So.
And now we know what kind of pizza we are, even though I disagree.
I don't
margarita.
know.
I do like a margarita pizza.
And
It's got
everyone
some
loves
fresh
you.
mozzarella and some fresh basil.
Yeah, I do like that, I guess.
some hot jardinere. Yeah.
I love
Everyone loves
jardinere.
hot jardinere.
I love jardinere.
We don't think about tomorrow.
I'm going to go up to your fridge right now, Meredith. I know you got jardinere in there. I'm going to eat
I have
big
a
old
gallon
scoop.
of Jardiniere.
You know what's funny is like we all indulge on all the. God damn it, man! I can't. You just fucked me up.
What do we all indulge on?
The delicious jardinera. You know,
I know.
we don't think about tomorrow. It's delicious tonight. It fucks our next morning up.
I got yelled at because I took corn down to Florida, but one of
yeah.
Jason's other friends was like, "Where's the neon relish?" And I was like, "Really?"
Oh, weird.
Really?
Yeah.
don't
I was
sell
like,
it down there?
I'll fucking mail you a box of that shit.
They don't sell it down there.
No, they have nothing Chicago down there. You know what, Paul? And actually, I wanted to ask you, okay, because it's like our friend Jay from Illinois is living in Florida, and he always wants me to bring, good rolls for Italian beef or poppy seed buns for
Kaiser.
Chicago hot dogs, because that shit's just not down there. So
Your buddy.
is that why the pizza place closed? Because it's like, if you don't have enough Chicago people living there, they're not going to come for your Chicago style pizza, Chicago style hot dogs.
Oh, in North Carolina.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that restaurant actually didn't close.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
No.
you just left there.
I
after you-
left. I got the restaurant up to like pretty good sales up there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I busted my ass for it, and I got nothing for it.
Oh, so then you came back up here.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm working mad hours. I only had 2 kids at the time, but it's like I
Yeah.
never saw my family. you know.
Yeah.
So that's
That
why
was
you left the
fucking-
company ultimately, is because you did all that for them and they never.
Yep. I got, I probably got the store up, 20% in a year.
What the fuck are you moaning about over there?
Yeah, the store was probably doing $12,000 a week when I took it over, and
Yeah.
when I left, it was probably doing $19,000 a week.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's a lot of pizza.
So that's cool that, there's people out there that actually want like Chicago style pizza.
Well, there's a lot of transplants out there.
Yeah,
It's in the
yeah.
RTP, or it's the Research Triangle Park. So
Oh.
it's a lot of corporations around there. So
Okay.
there's people from New York, there's people
Yeah,
from Chicago,
yeah.
Dallas.
Oh, that's cool.
California. I mean,
That's good.
All right. So what's your favorite pizza?
Sausage.
Sausage.
Yes.
What's your favorite pizza?
Yeah, sausage pepperoni.
Yeah. What's your favorite
Just
pizza?
plain Jane.
pineapple and jalapeno.
Fuck.
That is good.
Pineapple and jalapeno.
It's good.
Very good.
Put ham on it too.
I like all veggies on mine.
Of course you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you're vegetarian.
I
I'd
love
say
it.
if it's something that would never get old, sausage, pepperoni.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I like
yeah.
veggies too. Everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what? Actually, I want to change my answer. My favorite pizza is Kevy's cheeseburger pizza at the Knoll.
Ooh.
nice.
I haven't had it in so long.
What was the number one pizza ordered?
Oh,
man.
Ooh.
Fuck.
cheese.
Yeah.
Really?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Hit a
It's
bunch
racist.
of weak ass people.
But a good, like, thin crust,
Weirdos.
plain cheese pizza.
Yeah, you can't go wrong if it's
Yeah.
good.
We got to find the
in
number
ranch.
10 though. We got to find the number 10 pizza.
What's the number 10?
I don't know. We don't know yet. They gave their restaurant and their pizzas a number 9.
Oh.
So they still have to find number 10.
Oh.
It's got to be cooked in that one oven though.
Yeah, yeah.
The middle B Marshall.
It'll be Marshall.
The middle B Marshall.
Yeah, that thing's seasoned for fucking 25 years at least, right?
Wow, wow. So do you ever make homemade pizzas at home?
Yeah, actually, we were. You guys brought up cauliflower crust.
Yeah.
I actually made one the other night.
It was pretty good?
Yeah.
Were you on the keto diet?
No.
Did it give you a stomach ache?
I want to try it though. I've never had it.
Ah. Did you make them at home?
Not cauliflower, but yeah, I can make pizza at home.
Like, I mean, like, you actually make your own dough and, like,
No,
throw it in the air and
because,
I have
spin it.
frozen dough balls at
I'd say
home.
the
Yeah,
best-
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The best way to make dough, like you can't make a little piece of dough. Like the best
You got to
you know,
make
like,
a big
end
amount.
result, it needs to be a whole batch to get something.
Yeah.
good.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
it's like I don't want to waste
like-
my time making like a little ball.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I like the naan bread and put sauce
yeah,
and cheese
that's
on
good.
it.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yep, very good.
garlic naan.
I do like garlic bread with cheese though.
That's none of your business.
Nani yo beeswax.
Well, thanks for joining us on episode 30.
Episode
Thanks
30.
for having me.
Yay.
Dirty
Thanks,
30,
Paul.
30.
Dirty 30.
Yeah.
Because we got the garbage man on.
Ask our followers right now because I'm gonna put it out there, like what their favorite pizzas and what
She's
their favorite.
asking you,
yeah.
man. I'm not put on the spot.
Go ahead.
Well, what is your favorite pizza, and what's your favorite pizza place?
You go.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Was I supposed to say that?
That was perfect.
Who's your pizza daddy?
Who is
your
your daddy,
pizza daddy?
and what does he do?
All right, we're gonna find out. Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks
this
for
was so
joining
much
us.
fun.
All right.
I had fun.
Bye,
Cool
everybody. Thanks for listening.
Bye, Trash Panda.
Bye.
Keeping America clean.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, fuck.
This podcast is brought to you by Nametag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. Drums, written and performed by my son Steven. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.